Hi, I am Kedger on Two Wheels and winter is coming. And because winter is coming, I put on my full rain gear, which I have been collecting throughout the summer. You have already met my new jackets, the Alpinestars Scout. These are not waterproof gloves. I'm going to test these babies out in rain conditions. But now you can meet Mr. Adrenaline Pants. It's the Adrenaline Outsider Pants, and to buy pants I have a problem, me and several other people, which is I work in the office, so I cannot wear my riding pants in the office. Obviously, it just looks wrong. Also, the bike stays on the street, and it would also look awkward for me to be disrobing and changing clothes in the office, so I have to do that by the side of the bike. And hence my problem. I want proper protective riding pants, so they need to have protection, knee and shin, and hopefully also hip protectors. The thing is, getting waterproof pants like that is not very easy. Possible, but not very easy. Now, add to that difficulty the issue with disrobing on the street, and I need some overpants, pants that can be easily worn over your normal clothes, so I can change them, and even most importantly is that I can quickly take them off and put them back on. My previous pants were just that. They had a zipper that went from the ankle all the way up to the hip. Thing is, they were not waterproof. It said in the tin that they were waterproof, but that huge zipper was letting in water at more extreme conditions, and they weren't really waterproof. They were just resistant. These are supposedly really waterproof. The zipper only goes up to mid-calf, but they are very easy to put on, put off. So I found a nearly perfect in-between. These are cut like motocross pants, so they have a really wide bottom. They look like bell bottoms actually, which can then be clinched with a little Velcro thingy. So I can actually put them on with my riding boots. Okay, my riding boots aren't those huge ones. See? Some Alpinestars SMX5? No. Hydro Sports something. Riding boots, but not those super heavy Stormtrooper ones. I can actually put these pants on with the boots, although it's not easy, and I don't want to do that because I can damage the internal membrane by doing that with the heel and stuff. So I usually take off the shoes, put one foot through the pant, and then put on the boots. So I found some awesome little perfect pants for me. I had the option of going, Jesus, it's a lot of wind noise now. I had the option of actually going to the opposite end of the scale, which was to just wear your normal riding pants and then use a lightweight, foldable, waterproof PVC two-piece suit over it, which is what most motorcyclists do. But I don't like those things for a couple of reasons. One, they are horrible to put on and put off usually, since they have this awful tendency to snag against the pants you're wearing underneath, or get stuck to them because it's PVC and then gets moist and gets stuck to everything. Or they are badly built and don't last as much as your riding pants, and they start leaking in water, or they by design have issues with letting in water through zippers and stuff. So I've had several bad experiences with those kinds of suits. Had a full piece suit which was good enough water protection wise, but it was a pain to get on and get off. And on this particular bike, because of the way I'm sitting, it let on water through the waist, so it looked like I had peed myself. So I gave up on that and just bit the bullet and bought decent quality rain gear. And so with, so far, some rain, something like what you're seeing now. It's not much, just lot of rain, no problems. I'll keep you posted. So yeah, that was a lot of rain. And I am getting wet. But I am getting wet in where I was expecting to get wet, which is the hands. Because these gloves are not waterproof, not by a mile. So I was tempting fate. But it's the hands. Wet hands never killed anybody. A bit around the cuff, because the jacket has that waterproof layer, and so the water then soaks up the jacket and then just streams into the gloves. That's why you always wear, on heavy rain, you always wear your gloves on the inside of the jacket, because this way water's seeping into the jacket and going under my arm and straight into the gloves instead of outside. But wet hands, they do not bother me much and shouldn't bother anyone much. These little things, these handguards, they're cheap, cheerful, and they actually work as designed. Considering the amount of water I just went through, this was awesome. My hands are barely wet. So if you're into all-weather riding, handguards, even if they're just plastic and they don't actually protect against falls, they still protect pretty well against wind and water. And they don't look as bad as those huge muffs you put around the whole thing. And it does allow you to extend the usage of your summer or spring gloves a bit more before you go on to the winter, oh my god, I cannot feel my control gloves. Another little must-have is some sort of anti-fogging solution, of which I heartily recommend Pinlock, as does every single motorcyclist that has ever tried Pinlock does. Just, it's magic. It's not an anti-fogging solution, it's just no more fog, period. I've managed to actually fog over my Pinlock once, but that was an absolutely extreme situation, going at about 30 kilometers per hour for 45 minutes under an insanely pouring rain. It felt like someone was emptying a bucket of water over my head for half an hour. Oh, and in almost 0 degree. It was like 5 or 6 degrees. So I managed to overwhelm the Pinlock, and that's the only time I've managed to do that. I just needed to crack the visor a millimeter for about half a second and it would just go clear. As soon as I got home, I just did that. So I was getting desperate, so I just slightly cracked it open and bang, it was good. It was actually pouring with rain so hard that water managed to force itself into the Pinlock lens through the pins on the side of the visor. It managed to go through that, and eventually I had a little pool of water inside the Pinlock. So you can see how insane that was. I have some pictures, maybe I'll show you. Well, this is getting long. Get your out again.